You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that.
Kanye West is coming for Beyonce and Jay Z and exposing them for doing sacrifices?
But every time they say I'm crazy, it's just when I'm saying the truth. So what's the crazy part, really? It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
If you thought getting blacklisted by every major company and losing half of his money would make Kanye stop talking, well, you thought wrong. In fact, it looks like Kanye is now more determined than ever to expose everyone involved in the dark side of Hollywood, including his former friends Beyonce and Jay Z. In a new viral interview, Kanye spilled some major tea on Beyonce and Jay Z and their alleged involvement in the Hollywood sacrifices. And while many fans are praising Kanye for dropping truth bombs on the elites, the Beehive is slamming him for using Beyonce's name for clout. So what exactly did Kanye reveal about Beyonce and Hollywood sacrifices?
They can control Jay Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
You see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name.
It's been a little over a month since Kanye lost his billionaire status overnight, following a widespread campaign by multiple individuals and companies to cancel Kanye over his comments about the Jewish people in Hollywood. According to Kanye, he lost $2 billion in one day after several companies cut ties with him, including his longtime partner, Adidas. However, none of this has discouraged Kanye from speaking his mind. In an Instagram post captioned "Love Speech" and addressed to Ari Emanuel, the CEO of entertainment agency Endeavor and one of the most influential people in Hollywood, Kanye wrote, "I lost $2 billion in one day and I'm still alive. This is love speech. I still love you. God still loves you. The money is not who I am. The people is who I am." So as you can see, despite losing all of his lucrative business deals and being almost completely deplatformed, Kanye's still not backing down, and he's not afraid to name drop anyone and everyone he thinks is involved in the dark side of Hollywood. And it looks like it's now Beyonce and Jay Z's turn to get exposed. According to Kanye, they and Jay are involved in some type of ritual sacrifice. But before we go into what exactly Kanye said, let's go over some context. First of all, we can probably all agree that Hollywood is a very dark place. And while it's true that there are a lot of conspiracy theories about celebrities that have no basis in reality, no one can deny that the entertainment industry has a scary side that has destroyed many souls. And as Dave Chappelle pointed out, the moment a famous person decides to speak up about the dark side of Hollywood, they get labeled crazy.
What is happening in Hollywood? That a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, "They are trying to kill me."
Yeah.
What's going on? Why is Dave Chappelle going to Africa? Why does Mariah Carey make a $100 million deal and take her clothes off on TRL? So what is happening in Hollywood? Nobody knows. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy, is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy, they're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick.
Also, the idea that celebrities have to sell their souls for fame and fortune is as old as Hollywood itself. And yes, some of the conspiracy theories about the entertainment industry are crazy, but let's not forget that a lot of so-called conspiracies turned out to be true.
The CIA ordered the creation of a secret program intended to find ways of mind control. They funded an army of psychiatric institutions across the United States and Canada to perform experiments on unsuspecting patients using psychedelic drugs, sensory deprivation, electroshock treatment, and more.
Now, as for Beyonce and Jay Z, they're two of the most famous and powerful people in the industry, so their names often get brought up in connection to the dark side of the entertainment industry and the alleged sacrifices going on in Hollywood. At one point, Beyonce was even accused of witchcraft by her former drummer, Kimberly Thompson, who claimed she had to relocate multiple times to build a new life after she spoke out against Queen Bee. Kimberly even filed for a restraining order against Beyonce, and in her court documents, she alleged that Beyonce started a campaign against her that included extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and disturbing magic spells.
Other people I've worked with that have been on a plateau have been paid to fire me. I found this out, and then it just kept happening. So it was like, it was a pattern. You invest all this time and everything in it, and then, she comes and pays people to fire me and insult me, and it's just been disastrous.
Kimberly also claimed that everyone in the upper echelon of the music industry knows about Beyonce's dark practices, and she said it took her years to be able to escape Beyonce's influence.
But everybody knows, like it's interesting that, the public doesn't know all these things, but the people that are associated in the higher powers, to say more or less do, and I've just been, this entire time, this has been going on for a very long time. And so it's taken God's strength, actually, to really make me get up and go stand up for myself. And doing that, starting with a restraining order. I don't want anything to do with this person.
Now, when this news first broke, most of Beyonce's fans dismissed Kimberly as crazy and claimed she was just bitter because Beyonce fired her. However, there were also a lot of people who said there must be at least some truth to what Kimberly said, because she never sold her story to tabloids or tried to profit from it in any way. And also, Kimberly isn't the first person who claimed Beyonce sold her soul for power and influence. Former Destiny's Child member Farrah Franklin also talked about this in her interview with the Vlad TV.
It wasn't about Destiny's Child or the money. It was about my happiness. And if I'm not happy, I'm not staying anywhere. So, I can't give my all if I'm not happy. And I'm not selling my soul, or I'm not doing anything out of character for anyone or anything.
Keep in mind, though, that Farrah definitely had to sign some type of NDA when she left Destiny's Child, so she really can't say everything she knows about Beyonce. But if there's one celeb who cannot be stopped by any contracts and NDAs, it's Kanye West. You already know Kanye isn't scared to name any names, and in his new interview with the Daily Stardust, Kanye opened up about something most celebrities refuse to discuss, including Beyonce's involvement in Hollywood sacrifices. When asked about this huge cancel campaign being orchestrated against him, Kanye said he's not at all surprised because that's what happens to celebs who speak out against the status quo. Kanye claimed his own mother, Donda, was sacrificed, and he went on to mention several other celebrities whose loved ones lost their lives under suspicious circumstances.
My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. Out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right? Had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
Kanye also said that unlike many other rappers, he can't be blackmailed because he never killed anyone, and that's why he gets to speak his truth.
This truth is gonna be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozies, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail. And even if they did figure out a way, I'm still not backing down from what I said. It's Jewish people that did bad business. I'm Semite, so I can't be anti-Semitic. They stole our history from us. They stole who we are, and it's up. In Jesus' name, amen. Y'all have a good night.
But Kanye didn't stop there. He also talked about how the Hollywood elites are controlled, and he name-dropped several A-listers, including Beyonce and Jay Z.
They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize
They
you.
can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name. It's up. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve.
What's interesting is that Kanye also recently exposed celebrity personal trainer Harley Pasternak for threatening to institutionalize him. And a few years back, Harley bragged about designing a home gym for Beyonce and Jay Z. On November 4th, Kanye shared disturbing texts he received from Harley, and in one of the texts, Harley told Kanye he had to sit down with him and have a conversation, or he'd send him to a mental institution where he'd never be able to see his kids unsupervised. Harley wrote, "Second option, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you, and you go back to Zombieland forever. Playdate with the kids just won't be the same." But isn't it crazy that a personal trainer can openly threaten to institutionalize a major celebrity? Well, here's where the whole thing gets even creepier. See, Harley isn't just a personal trainer. According to one viral Twitter thread, he also used to work for the Department of National Defense with the Canadian government and was employed by a military facility that conducts research into different psychological operations for the purpose of influencing human behavior. And get this, back in 2016, Kanye was placed on an involuntary psychiatric hold after an incident that happened at Harley's house, of all places. What's also wild is that as soon as the thread about Harley went viral, someone removed whole sections about Harley's past employment from his official Wikipedia page, including the list of his celebrity clients. Now, as for fans' reactions to Kanye exposing Beyonce and Jay Z for doing Hollywood sacrifices, a lot of people are praising Kanye for being one of the rare celebs to talk openly about the dark side of the industry. One Twitter user said, "He's going full anti-Matrix. He's not going to be let back in now unless he goes through some humiliation." And another person added, "Kanye is saying the same things a lot of other, now dead, celebrities have said. He's just not afraid to name names. They're going to kill him too. It's sad that what he is saying is going over a lot of people's heads. There is a cost to fame and fortune." However, Beyonce's die-hard fans are now going after Kanye, and they're saying he's only name-dropping Beyonce for attention. One fan laughed off Kanye's comments about Hollywood sacrifices and wrote, "Kanye knows y'all think Beyonce and Jay Z are the rich devils, and he uses this shit accordingly. Every time people start saying he's crazy, he'd be like, but Beyonce and Jay Z and the Illuminati." And another fan said, "Not him coming for Queen Bee. Those drugs must have definitely did a number on him." But what do you think about all this? Is there some truth to what Kanye's saying about Beyonce and other Hollywood elites doing sacrifices? Leave your comments down below, and we'll see you in our next video.